All right, this video is going to show you how to assist with dishes here at our Park Boulevard location. So we are in the kitchen area where they prepare food for the animals, but this is also where we drop off dishes so that our volunteers can assist us with getting those cleaned and we can use them when we go and feed our animals later. So to get you kind of oriented to the space, obviously in front of me we have our sinks. Really nice thing about this building is that we have a dual sink here. So you can fill the sink up, hot soapy water, and soak dishes that really need to be soaked. And then you can still use this other sink to collect dishes as you've scrubbed them and use it to run the water and rinse them off. Up here in the right hand corner, you can see we have tons of sponges. We do also have many pairs of these rubber gloves, which I advise wearing while you're cleaning. The kennel have the dog bowls in them, which means sometimes they have urine or feces on them. Unpleasant. So wearing gloves is great. There are a variety of sizes, and if you can't find something that fits in the janitor's closet, there are lots more to pick from. Dawn dish soap is what we use to wash. It's usually here on the counter, exactly where you need it, but if you need more, you can look in the janitor's closet. Dirty dishes. So as staff are cleaning, especially in the kennels, they will be throwing linens in a trash can and dishes in the other. So any trash cans in this room full of dishes are dirty and need to be washed. Sometimes, depending on what time you get here, in the morning, there may not be too many to do because they haven't completed cleaning yet. Generally in the afternoon, dishes are a huge focus and there's quite a bit to get through. So if you're a volunteer helping with this, if you're a community service volunteer in the afternoons, oftentimes you are spending most of your time doing the dishes here and helping us stay alive. But if you have extra time while you're here and you're just pitching in to help, simply just getting through as many as you can during the time that you can is really helpful. So in the bin here, you can see there is a variety of stuff going on here. We have plastic bowls, we have metal bowls that are small for cats, we have some cat toys. If dogs don't eat their food, sometimes the staff don't have time to bang the extra food out, and you obviously won't want to put this whole bowl of food in the soapy water. So in this trash can here, you can discard any extra bits of food. If you have wet food caked or dry food like this, just go ahead and toss it in. Occasionally you may run into things like signs that were pulled off kennel doors. These need to be wiped off, and generally staff will just place them here so that they can clean them off later. So if while you are going through the dishes, getting them prepped and getting your sinks filled, you find those, just go ahead and make a stack on the counter. You can see someone in a hurry, maybe they didn't have a trash can available to put more dishes in. They just tossed what they had in the sink, and we do have some signage here. So, and we do have a paper tray and some kibble balls. So sometimes the first few minutes of being in here is just kind of sorting and getting yourself organized so you don't have chaos once you start filling up the sink. As you have washed and rinsed your dishes off, you're gonna need to dry them. So you can kind of keep the flow going. We usually will just prop them up to dry here on this counter. Please put a towel down first so that you don't end up with a terrifying watery mess. And oftentimes you will find a stack of towels in here because staff have left them for you, which is very nice. If you can't find any, you'll need to go to the storage room, grab some towels off the counter, the shelves, bring them in here and lay them out so that you can use this full space. You should also usually grab a hand towel as well in case you get so many completed that there is no longer any space to prop them up. You can take a minute, hand dry them, stack them up to provide more space for you. So I don't like to make multiple trips. Usually that is what I do. So once you have your towel set up, as you are putting your bowls out to air dry, best way to do it is organize them by similar size. And you can see here, we just prop them up on the counter at an angle, and you can stagger them. Again, if you run out of space, you may have to stop, pick one up, hand dry it, make a stack. But if we have the luxury of letting them all air dry, when staff come in to collect them to feed, this makes it super easy for them to do it. So that's how I would recommend doing it. If you end up with stacks, clean, dry, and you need more counter space, or you're feeling extra kind and want to help us put them away, we do underneath here have bowls, dog bowls. Some of these are labeled, some are not. Open things to find what you need and just put things where it looks like they belong. Hard toys that you wash, Nylabones, plastic things go in here. You can see it's very full. They're just getting shoved in wherever they can go. That's totally fine. Silverware in this top drawer. Anything weird. So for instance, when a dog comes in as a stray, these, to keep them organized in our system, if we don't have a microchip, we don't know who they are, we will hang these on the outside of their kennel. And then when they go home or their custody is released to us, we no longer need these. So you'll often find them in with the dishes. I just throw them in the hot soapy water to soak. And then at the end, when I'm done, I'll pull them out, rub my sponge along it, rinse them off, toss them in a pile on the counter. That is all you need to do. You can see here that we do have a dishwasher. Few things. A lot of the items you're seeing are very large. The dishwasher is very small. To me, it doesn't make sense to wash 6 dishes, especially the large dog bowls. So I usually preserve this for toys, cat bowls, smaller cat toys that won't fall into the bottom. So to open it, just pull the door down. You're gonna see someone else had a similar thought. We have lots of small ones because we're getting a bigger bang for our buck. If they're clean, pull them out, stack them up, reload it. You have your soap dispenser here up on the counter. We have dishwasher pods. Go ahead and toss one in there. Slide the door closed. Close it up, and then it is as simple as on, heavy, start, and let it run. Kong enrichment toys that we use for the dogs. Now, generally, they are stuffed with peanut butter and toys, treats, and then frozen. So the dogs have something to keep them occupied for a long period of time, and they have to use their brain to get the items out. Of course, that means sometimes dogs don't finish everything that's in there, and it's caked full of peanut butter, and it's hard. So, if you're cleaning and you come across Kongs, I highly suggest getting as many dishes, a couple of dishes as you can get done. Throw them in the soak sink, soak them 20 minutes. And then we have a variety of scrubby brushes that you can shove in to clean it out. Rinse them out. You're gonna do your very best. Get as much as you can out there, rinse them really good, and these can just go on the counter to dry. Any clean ones can go tossed in here.